I feel like I should have popped some music on or something in the background whilst we wait. Assuming anyone shows up, I realise that board games are not a big thing for most of my members now, because I am hemorrhaging board game people, and I can't blame them because I play a lot of video games. This was Angelie's idea that I show people through my board game collection. I'm not going to show you through the whole collection because holy crap, it would take forever. Assuming anyone shows up, I'll show you through the main collection. You might not know how many modern board games there are. There are a lot. I'll be sad if no one shows up, because I feel like a lot of my video gaming friends would really enjoy modern board games if they knew about them. Hey Kylie, sorry you haven't chatted in a while. You were still watching your stream, just not chatting. Just wanted to say I hope your whole family is blessed and safe and cozy. Kylie, you're a lovely girl. That's okay that you haven't been in chat for a while. Hey Tony, I'm just doing a quick board game thing. I'm going to show my board games. It was Angelie's idea, and I just thought it'd be something different. I've got an apartment inspection today, and I have no idea when they're going to show up between 10 and 3 o'clock. So I thought if I did this one ended it before 10, I'd be safe for when they come in. But it's a little bit frustrating. I was going to stream a game, but yeah, I feel like if I'm in the middle of streaming and then they come in and they take forever when they're in our apartment. They take photos of every freaking nook and cranny when they're in here. So I'm like, do I want to be streaming and then pausing the stream while that happens? It could take up to 15 minutes. It's a little bit annoying if you pop it on Be Right Back. What's your most favorite game that you will go to when you're bored? So my favorite video game is obviously Dinkum. I will always go to that if I'm bored. My favorite board game, actually I've got it on Streamlabs. Let me pop it off so that I can show you. Assuming this works, by the way. I've got my phone plugged into my camera, so who knows? Oh, looks like it's going to work. Hey! Here we go. Look at that. It's my favorite game if I'm bored, Kylie. Let me pop it back on so I can see chat. Is this one. I'm hoping that it's not blurry because it looks bloody blurry. Pandemic. I hope it's not blurry. It's supposed to be really clear when you use your phone as a webcam. I've got all the Pandemics. There's all different ones. Lots and lots, but my favorite one is the first one, which you can see I've got 2 copies of. This one. Ooh, this one. That's my go-to. If I'm looking for a super quick game, if I'm bored, this is my go-to. Spots. You're just putting dice on little dogs. It's freaking adorable. It's like a push your luck thing, so you can push your luck and bust, or you can push your luck and if you roll really well you can fill in more dogs, and the more dogs you fill in the more points you get. That's a super cute game. I highly recommend that one. Even if you're not a board gamer, you'd be able to play that one. So they will turn up around 2:30. Yes, Tony, that's what I'm thinking. And that in itself is annoying, right? Oh my God, a real live stream. Yeah, ask me any questions. if you want to ask me any questions, personal or otherwise, I'm pretty transparent. I like to think. I'm happy to answer anything. I'm just a big nerd, really. You can see my lightsabers here on the shelf. I was very lucky that middle one. I got to make it to Savi's workshop in Galaxy's Edge. I got to make it with a group of other people, including my grandson. Oh, what a wonderful experience! If you're a Star Wars fan, do you have any Squishmallows? You love them; they're so soft and cozy. Kylie, I don't have any Squishmallows, but my granddaughter has so many Squishmallows. I I don't even know how many she's got. She's got a lot. She can pop them under her little bunk bed in her little cubby house and just lay on them. So I'm well aware of what they are based purely on that. She's got all different animals. She's got cupcakes. She's got a lot of Squishmallows. Drools over the lightsabers. Yeah, this one here actually, Tony. Let me grab it. Might be of most interest to you. This one here is just a crappy toy, and I repainted it. Turned out pretty nice, given it's a rubbish toy. I hope that's on camera. Is it on camera? Yeah, turned out pretty nice. And it comes apart. You can actually mix and match. I can't remember what they're called. Are they called Forge? They all come in different parts. You can mix and match them. Pretty cool toy. And they're super cheap. I think they're like 20 bucks each. The Savi's one, this one here, is stupidly heavy. Again, that comes apart as well. I've been 3D printing Savi's parts so that I can mix and match. I'm a huge Stitch fan. Stitch is literally so cute. Oh, do you have a Stitch Mallow? My granddaughter likes Stitch as well. She, when we were in America on holiday, she picked up this giant Stitch and we were like, oh, that's never going to fit in anything. So she had to leave it in the shop. That looks cool. It does look cool. There's a whole bunch of them in that collection, Tony. And you can mix and match. I'm on your board game, girly. Oh, hey, Rainbow Dash. Just a quick live today because was just saying to Tony and Kylie, I've got an apartment inspection and who knows when they are going to show up, right? Who knows? So I thought I'd do this instead. I've just thought of a game that might interest you. Let's have a look here. Oh, it's still in shrink. I haven't even opened it. Look at this. You see that? Stardew Valley, the board game. Haven't played it, obviously, which is why it's still in shrink. But it's based on Stardew Valley. And you can have your little character doing all the farming and stuff. It's quite in depth. Like I've watched some playthroughs of it. Quite in depth. But it's a cute one. It's a cute one. I have a lightsaber print to put together in paint. Oh, awesome. Yeah, me too. As I said, I've been 3D printing the Savi's bits. So they're actually meant to fit on Savi's lightsaber. Whether or not they do remains to be seen. But if they don't, they're still going to fit together as their own thing. So get off my leg. Get off my leg. I'm on top of your board game shelf. What? Only thing that's on top of my board game shelf is these meeples that I made. You see those? Am I high enough? What you mean, Rainbow? What you mean? Yes, you have so many Stitch stuffies. A Stitch Mellow, Stitch PJ, Stitch shirt, Stitch bag, Stitch sock. Oh, wow, you do love Stitch. That's freaking adorable. I want a Stitch onesie. Yeah, I know what a onesie is. If you live somewhere cool, onesies are awesome. But onesies here in Queensland, way too freaking hot. Way too hot for a onesie. Where's the alien? Mrs. G wants to see him. Oh, I'll have to take you into the other room. I'm not sure. Can I do that? Can I carry my laptop? Oh, it's going to be a walk through the apartment. I'll show you. Oh. There. Yes, this is another board game shelf. And that's another board game shelf there. But that's Zetan standing up there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of board games. Too many. Too many. Yeah, we love Zetan. Zetan's a member of our family. Rainbow Dash, I feel like I'm on shrooms. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm so sorry. Yes, that's the alien. Sweet, she wants him. He is pretty awesome, I have to say. Yeah, he's really cool. Oh, these things over here, Tony. These things. Oh, stretch. These are lightsaber pommels. So you unscrew this bit here at the bottom, and then that screws onto the bottom of your lightsaber. They're pretty cool. I don't know if I'm on camera, but yeah, these two things. Thanks for dropping in. I know it's not my usual video gaming stream. You can't speak all the time. That's fine. That's fine. Never seen them before. There's a whole bunch of them, Tony, but they were quite expensive. So I only bought the Porg and the Rancor. But I think they had loads of other ones as well. One of them looked like ice. I think it must have been a Wampa. I can't remember. Yeah, so there's a few of those. You can get them at Galaxy's Edge. Very cool. And you know, Tony, that I went on the Star Cruiser, right? The Star Wars Hotel. That was an amazing experience. I'm just looking to see if the books that I made about it are there, but I can't remember where I've put them. I can't remember. I'm looking up to see if there's any other like video game board games. I don't think so. I tend not to buy IP stuff unless it's Marvel. I've bought all the Marvel. You can see them there. If it's Marvel, I'll buy the IP stuff. Star Wars as well, and Alien. You can see I've got there because it's my favorite film. But I tend not to buy a lot of IP board games because they're usually garbage. Generally speaking, it is getting better. But holy cow, if you buy a mass market IP board game, they're generally pretty bad. No D&D. I do have all my D&D books are at my daughter's house. I don't have enough room in here, Tony. Look how tiny this apartment is. It's small. It's too small. I've got all my first edition D&D. They're all at my daughter's house. I've got all of the first edition Vintage Traveller RPG. That's there as well. Cthulhu, Call of Cthulhu. All of my James Bond RPG. They're all there. One of the best RPGs ever written, I feel anyway. What else? What else can I show you? There's some RPGs up here. This game here right in front of me. I'm trying to get the camera to look at it. Role Player. You basically make a character in this. That's the game. You make a character using dice. Am I pointing at the right thing? And it's so cool. Such a clever use of mixing. I'm pointing to Thanos. No, Role Player. Next shelf. Yeah, such a clever use of dice. Did you get the Fallout game? I did not get the Fallout game. There's a lot to the Fallout game. And I just thought, if you start buying that stuff, when's it going to end? And I find that most of these you'll see, I've just got the base game. It's not very often I buy loads of expansions. This one here, Istanbul, I've got the expansions for because it's just such a good game, and the expansions are really easy. So I've got that, but most of the time I won't buy an expansion. I'll just play the base game. And Fallout has got so many expansion bits that I just haven't bothered. Hey, Applejack. Doing good. Just doing a super quick board game live because I've got a apartment inspection and I don't know when they're going to show up. Angelie, you're awake. This was your idea. That's why I'm doing it. And look what I was just showing off before. Stardew. Yeah, I did a members only stream earlier to do some game giveaways, and then I was like, oh, it's pretty easy. I could just do another one now, and it won't take very long because board games. What did I tell you about touching? Is this something to do with Stardew Valley that you're talking about, Rainbow? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's happening, Rainbow. I'm sorry. Yeah, for those that came in, I was showing my favorite game, which is Pandemic. It's over there on the shelf. If it's in view, I've got a lot of Pandemic games. What else? I don't know. I feel like if the chat was busy and they were like, you guys were like, show me that one, I'd try and do that. But it's hard to know what to show because I don't know what people's tastes are. Do you know what I mean? I've got up here, what have I got? I've got super cute games. I've got horror games. I've got history games, just dice games, bingo type games, more historical stuff, more horror, kids games, party games. What have we got? Stock games like stocks and bonds and things, racing games, science fiction games. If you're into something, there will be a board game for it. I got some fresh apple for you, girly. Well, you know what? I do like a fresh apple, so thank you, Applejack. Go along each shelf showing the games. It might help for us to pick. Do you hate me, girly? Rainbow Dash, of course. I don't hate anybody. Actually, that's a lie. There's one person on the planet that I do hate, but I'm not going to name names. Let's see how far this cord will reach, Tony, because I'm actually attached to the laptop via a cable. If I can do it one by one, I'll do it. Ugh. I'm hoping it's not blurry as well. I can't tell, obviously. Let me have a look on the laptop. I think it's quite clear. So up here we've got sci-fi, we've got car buying and shipping, exporting, pirates, the Great Library of Alexandria. We've got science fiction. I love science fiction. It's one of my favorite genres. There's a lot of sci-fi games on this shelf and the other shelves. Dice games. That one there, Ex Libris, is about books. I love books. Clank is about trying not to make noise while you're going through a dungeon. Most fun. That one there, Rise of Augustus, if it's on camera, that's one that I'll play with my mother-in-law. She loves bingo, and it's kind of like bingo but with Roman soldiers. It's hard to explain. Azul is a very pretty game about like making tiles. I'll see if... This is a super popular game. It's sort of crossed over into like mainstream. It's got big tiles in it. It's really pretty, really nice game. And I got the other one. I got the glass one as well. Dream homes, like you make your best house that you can come up with. You put the rooms in it and things. Downforce is a racing game, like Formula One type thing. Sonar's a fun one. You each take on the role of a submarine person. So one of you is like navigation, one of you is torpedoes, and you have to like only communicate in a certain way. It's funny. It's hard to explain, but it's funny. Dark Moon's awesome. So this game up here, Battlestar Galactica, based on the TV show Battlestar Galactica, I highly recommend if you haven't seen it. One of the best science fiction series ever. Dark Moon's like the baby version of Battlestar, and you have like a hidden traitor, and you're trying to screw everyone else over in the game, but they don't know who the traitor is, so it's a good one. Ooh, Battlestar. Yeah, Battlestar's out of print now, Tony. It sells for like $250, but I just can't sell it. I can't get rid of it. I'm going to go. I don't want any trouble. Applejack, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? There ain't no trouble here. We're all friendly. You have Downforce. I was always interested in that game. It's a fun one. It's got like the feel of Downforce is like an old kids game, kind of. Like it's super easy to play, and it's fun because you get little cars. The new one that I want is called Heat. That's a racing game that's come out. Battlestar is pretty pricey. Yeah, Battlestar's super expensive to get now. I'm glad that I've got a copy because it's out of stock. These are just tile laying games that I like. Matt Leacock, who makes Pandemic, my favourite game, made Forbidden Sky, Forbidden Desert, Forbidden Island. It's like a series. The River's a cute worker placement game. Days of Wonder are a fantastic publisher. If generally speaking, if Days of Wonder release a game, I'll buy it. It's it's going to be good, generally speaking. Stockpile's really good. It sounds super boring because it's all about stocks and like selling them, buying them cheap, sell them high, all that kind of thing. But it's actually really fun. Rising 5 I haven't played. Marrakesh is just this awesome family game where you're buying rugs and you're trying to make your rugs cover more of the board than your opponents, which is super fun. Hey, Serendipity. Oh, thank you. I know board games probably aren't your cup of tea, so I appreciate it. Quacks, this one here, Quacks of Quedlinburg. Super fun game. Catman, if you don't own Quacks, I suggest you buy it. It's a push your luck game and you're making potions and you pull these little tiles out to make your potion, but if you do it badly, you bust. It's so fun, like crazy fun. Highly recommend. What have we got here? What one can we talk about here? I know a few people have got cats. I love cats. You are, it's like this magical island and it's full of cats, and you're trying to put the cats on your boat, and they're polyomino tiles, so you have to try and fit them. You know, like Tetris. That's a fun one. Really good. I'm going to skip over Finca, although Finca is really good. Queen Games do a lot of family games. You can see there's sort of a little bit of a pattern here. Luxor, Thebes. Escape's a really fun one. It's real time. If you've got your whole family playing, it's like Indiana Jones. You're in this temple. It even comes with a CD with like music that you can play. And you have to do everything really, really fast, like rolling dice and picking them up and placing them and to do different things. Oh my God, it gets so manic. It's so fun. Parfum is about making perfume. Show Manager I got for Tracy because she loves anything to do with theatre and things like that. Obsession, these are all Obsession, all these things here. This is probably one of my favorite games. If I had to liken it to something, it would probably be Downton Abbey. You know, the TV show Downton Abbey? That's a really good. And it's just one guy, and he designed it, did everything for it, and then sells it himself. So really good. Hey girlie, remember me. Hello little dots. What am I doing? Today I'm just showing through my board games. I've got an apartment inspection soon, and I don't know when they're going to come. So I thought this would be a nice quick thing. Angelie, my good friend Angelie, said that I should do it. So that's why I'm doing it. You don't have Quedlinburg, Catman? Oh, it's so good. Terraforming Mars, self-explanatory. You're terraforming Mars. It's a good one. Fresco and Fresco the dice game. You're making frescoes. See, I told you there's a board game for everything. Juicy Fruit, you're selling fruits. Ayla and Something Shiny is like a story game with this beautiful little bunny rabbit. Let me see if I can lift this off. The little characters in it are adorable. They're so freaking cute. And the story is super cute as well. Chai. Yeah. Chai's about making chai. Board game for everything. Robin Hood, Above and Below's a game where you play on the surface of the planet and underneath, and it's adorable, really cool. Fog of Love is a dating game where you go on these fake dates, and some of the things that happen, freaking hilarious. I'll skip over some of these because I need to get going because I don't know when that person's going to come. Thanos Rising, that's a great game. It's basically Thanos with his Infinity Stones, and you have to try and beat him. Horrified's awesome. You play like the old Universal monsters like the Mummy, a Dracula, a Swamp Thing, that kind of thing. Really good. And they released another one. I think it was Greek monsters. Aliens and Alien. My favorite movies. Aliens is my favorite movie of all time. So I had to buy that. And I literally bought it just to own it. Look, it's still in shrink. Haven't even unwrapped it. Just wanted to own it because love. Roleplay is the one I mentioned earlier, where you make role-playing characters using dice. That's a really fun one. Mixtape Massacre is hilarious. It's like a slasher horror thing. And it just gets wild. Tongue out. Oh, Rainbow Dash. I don't know why you... Do you enjoy like trying to get a rise out of people? Is that what it's about? It's very strange, I have to say. Dinosaur Island is basically like Jurassic Park when they're trying to breed the things, and then it all goes horribly wrong. Dead of Winter, probably the best zombie board game that you can get. And again, with Dead of Winter, you can get a hidden traitor, so someone's like working against you. This is a new type of live. Babe, I'm doing this because I don't know when that person's going to come, and I thought this would be quick. It turns out it hasn't been so quick. What have we got? Alhambra, you make like beautiful gardens. Alhambra, New York, same thing, but it's New York. What have we got in here? Titanic, the Apollo Moon thing, the X-Files. Yeah, thought it would be different, babes. That's why. Different and quick. Different and quick. I'm stuck. My wire's stuck. I'm not going to go through everything. Look, there's a lot, okay? There's a lot of games. If there's something you like, no matter how bizarre it might be, there's probably a board game for it. Probably a board game for it. Coffee, look, coffee. Taking your dog to the dog park. Zoo animals. Look, Freedom, the Underground Railway. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Star Wars. Oh, look, fishing. One up there about fishing. So good. So good. That's it. I'm showing you through one shelf. I'm not going to show you through all the shelves because you bored out your brains. That's one of my board game shelves. And hopefully that's been something a little bit different. I bet there is a Red Dwarf board game. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. Let's have a check. Oh, Red Dwarf used to be so good, didn't it? Red Dwarf, the card game. Oh, 1996 though, so it's not a modern one. It looks pretty poor. What's it? Oh, it's good. 7 out of 10 on Board Game Geek's pretty great. Can you see that? So not terrible. Little Dot, if you're talking about Rainbow Dash, honestly, I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what they're saying. I don't think it's a language problem either. I think it's literally every time they've been in, they just sort of put random comments. 1996 was the start of cheap something merch. Oh God, I had that bloody heart icon that's on YouTube and Streamlabs. Right, let's call it there. That's my board game collection, or part thereof. One third, or probably a little bit more than 1/3 of. I hope you've liked this different kind of video, and I should probably get going because that person could knock at any minute. And I need to be ready. I love how neat everything is. Oh, Ryman Nora, you're in. Check this out, Rye. You see this? Am I low enough with the camera? Look at this. This is what the beak looks like. It's literally a triangle. Like it's got no beakness to it. It's just a triangle. I think that I might have done it too big. I probably will reprint it a little bit smaller, and that's the base that goes there. Got to paint it, obviously. But it's on the way. They need to move that heart, right, Tony? It's so flippin' annoying. You love how neat everything is. Oh, your board game's in a cupboard, Rymanora. Yeah, I do like things neat. This is not as neat as I would like it. I would like it a lot neater. I think it'll look better once it's painted, Rye, and you'll be able to tell that that's the beaky beak. Although, as I said, it is literally just a triangle. It's got no, like, the model's got no shape to it to fit on the face. It's dead strange. But I'll do my best and then I'll post it to you. Sorry, fell asleep again. Heard your name. Oh, I was just saying, Angela, it was your idea to show off some board games. And that was easy today. So that's what I have done. But I'm going to get going now because I don't know when this person's going to show up. And I feel like I'm on eggshells. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Thanks to those who took it seriously. I appreciate that. And we had a good little chat about board games. I feel like some of my gaming friends would really love board games if they knew they existed in this form and not just Monopoly and things like that, like mass market stuff. Thanks so much for the stream. Thank you, Rye. Thank you, everyone who took that seriously. I really appreciate it. I know that it was something a little bit weird, and I will. I'll see you on the next one. I might be streaming a game, like a video game, later today. I'll see how long this inspection takes, and if I've got time, I'll be back later with some fun. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.